Alright guys, it's time to reset for a new week and kind of just move on from some events of last week. So will you come with me? Let's go. Alright guys, I'm home from grocery shopping. I'm gonna unpack a few things, show you some of the stuff that I got, but also I want to tell you about something that happened. Someone paid for my groceries and I am blown away. So I'm gonna insert that clip here while I get everything ready. The craziest thing just happened. Finishing up grocery shopping and I realized that my wallet is on my desk. I had taken out my wallet of my purse and to submit my taxes today, I needed my driver's license, took it out, did the thing, submitted my taxes, whatever, and never put it back in my purse. So I got to the checkout and I got all the stuff scanned. And I was like, I have a problem. And I have the Apple Cash thingy on my phone, but I don't have any cash on it. I don't keep cash on it. So I was like, I have nothing. And so I called the person over at the self-checkout and just said, I have a problem. I was like, I have a problem. I left my wallet on my desk at home. And she was like, well, okay, you can bag all your stuff up and we'll keep it here and you can come and get it and whatever. And I was like, okay. And the person, oh my gosh, this lady with her kids was in the self-checkout next to me, and she was like, oh, you don't have that much, I'll pay for it. And it was like before the savings thing, it was like $107, and of course it was gonna be like about $100 with the savings thing card or whatever. And I was like, oh, are you sure, like, really, you don't? I'm like and she was like, oh yeah, you don't have that much or whatever. And she pushed the button, put her card in, did the thing. And I said thank you like 10 times. And I just stood there and I was like, I can't believe this just happened. Like, someone just paid for my groceries. And like, to be able to do something like that, like, I would love to do that for somebody. I can't believe that happened. Like, what a blessing that is. Oh, someday, somehow, some way, I'm gonna do something like that for somebody too. I can't believe that. I'm blown away at people's generosity and kindness sometimes. And that was not expected at all. Like, I was like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Like, $100 is a lot of money to me, and it probably is to them too, but she was just like, yep, it's fine. So anyway, what an experience. Just blown away by that lady's kindness and the example she set for her kids. And I'm so blessed and so thankful that someone was willing to do that for me. I mean, I don't live that far away from the grocery store. I could have easily come home, could have told them exactly where it was. It's on my desk. It has a vitamin on top of it right now. It's crazy. So what a blessing and what a goal for me to have, like, to be able to do that sometime. So on with the groceries that we got. One thing I really wanted to get was some chicken, but I was trying to figure out like what I wanted to get for chicken. I remember seeing individually packed chicken breasts, and I looked for them in a few different spots and I couldn't figure out where they were, but I found them. So they do have, there's 5 of them in there. One fillet is 130 calories, 29 grams of protein. This will be great because I'll be able to use one and freeze the other ones and not have to be stressed out about wasting food. I think that's one of, like, as much as I would like to get like fully packaged stuff, like get a whole thing of this and get a whole thing of that, there's some things for individually packaged just seems better for me, because then I can still have a little bit of variety. I'm not wasting as much food, and it just kind of seems to balance out better right now. And maybe that'll change, but for now, I'm very excited about that because I want to be able to make my own chicken. I also got these boneless chicken bites. They're lightly breaded ones. I did compare them to like the popcorn chicken option, just to see like what the comparison is with protein and fat and all that stuff, and this seemed like the better option. So I can have a couple of different types of chicken and all be good. So and then I got some baby carrots, and I got some sugar snap peas. I was thinking about cauliflower, but I don't know. I can't get everything. I got shredded lettuce. I'm nervous about trying lettuce, but I'm gonna try having shredded lettuce in my taco. One of the things a nutritionist told me was that if it's mixed with other things, it might not bother me. It might not bother me as much. Like if you're having like a sit-down salad, it might be a little bit different, but if it's like in something, like if I'm gonna have spinach or something like that, like if it's in the thing, then it might not be as bad. So if it's in the taco with the taco meat and like mixed together, maybe not as bad. We will find out. I got a few of the Just Crack an Egg. I got one of the meat lovers and then one or two of the classic breakfast. I really like having these on hand. One thing I really want to do is kind of figure out like what are some staples I want to keep in the house. And I think I might just automatically have a couple of those always in the rotation somewhere, because they're super handy as long as you actually have eggs. The other thing that I got that I want to keep on hand, for one, I want peanut butter, and I got the Peter Pan creamy peanut butter because this reminds me of my childhood growing up with my grandparents, because they always got Peter Pan. And then these Minute Rice cups, when I have like tacos or taco salad kind of a thing, usually have rice with it. It's part of what I do. And so just having a couple of these, because I usually only eat half of it anyway, so I only need a couple. I was thinking about getting a whole box, but I'm not going to eat, like, that's the thing, like I'm not going to eat things fast enough to get like big containers of things, especially if they could go bad before I get to them. So and then I had another plan for something, and I got milk, but we'll use it for something else other than what I planned. I got some more cheese sticks, and then I got my fruit for the week, or at least for a few days. Got the Carb Master bread. I was gonna get the purple one. I think it's the one with seed. I can't remember. But this one has 5 grams of fiber, and that one has 4 grams of fiber. And considering that's like one of my struggles right now, I was like, we're going with wheat because we want the 5. we want every point we can possibly get. Also got another dose of pickles. I think the ones I have were I've had them for a while. I think there's only a few slices left in there, but I want to make sure I have pickles on hand because they're a good snack to have. I got some Skinny Dip dark chocolate peanut butter almonds. If you want to have like a full ounce, it's 160 calories, but I don't think I would need that much. They have little packets of them. Someone gave me a sample of that. I was really hoping to get the dark chocolate almond sea salt ones, but peanut butter is fine too. But if I even have half an ounce of this, I mean, just to have like a little bit of a treat, I think it'd be fine. Protein for a serving is 5 grams. I could have 2.5 servings, 2.5 grams if I have half a serving. Seems like a good option. I also got a couple of these white chicken sun-kissed pouches. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but I was like, I wonder if it'd be good to have these on hand. Like if I'm going out of the house and not going to be home for lunch, have these on hand, or just need a snack of some kind. I don't know. I really don't have a plan for them, but I was like, I just kind of want to have them. They're good until October, so we have time. I also got some craft singles. Not the only one that would ever have them, so nice to have those on hand. And then I also got some mild sauce for my tacos, my taco salad, because girl needs that sometimes too. And that is it. So I better get all this stuff in the fridge and freezer because it's been out for a little while. So one thing I've been thinking about a lot in terms of food and meal planning and all that kind of stuff for myself is it's hard for me to go to the grocery store and not buy several things. And I think that's why I love the individual portion stuff, just because it's like, okay, I can have a little bit of variety during the week or whatever. But I used to buy, food for this individual, this person you see in front of you for, I was eating like 3,000 calories a day or 3,500 calories a day, depending on the day. I was also, I was eating fast food and restaurant food. I was getting DoorDash. I was going through drive-thrus. So I was like buying groceries for me at that size, and then also whatever, going and getting the extra food. And now it's like, if I'm eating food at home after bariatric surgery, it's like I'm eating 900 to 1,000 calories is kind of where I'm at right now. And I don't need to buy enough food to feed a person who eats 3,000 calories a day. So that's it's a huge adjustment for me to go from having I'm eating a third of what I used to. It's such a gear change for me to go from that to this, and it's hard to plan. I mean, it's not hard to plan, but it's weird going to the grocery store because I feel like I'm supposed to be buying more than I am. So like today, I made a list of what I already had. I went through the cupboard, I went through the freezer, I went through the fridge, got rid of things that were expired, got rid of things that weren't good anymore, got rid of things I probably wasn't going to eat anyway, and then made a list of all the stuff I had left. And then I was like, okay, so what do we need to get to add on to this? I did end up getting a couple of things that were on the, I didn't plan on getting the boneless bites and the chicken, but I was like, both are going to go in the freezer. Both are going to be good, options, to give a little variety. The one thing I will tell you that I'm throwing away is the Signature Select Turkey Meatballs. I would recommend them for the first few weeks when you're actually able to have soft food. I think these would qualify as soft food potentially. I think that's when I got them, because you're not you don't want anything super spicy during those last 3 weeks during your 6-week recovery, and you're so thankful you get to eat something. They're not bad, they're not worse, but I'm like, I had some of them today and I was like, I feel like I wasted a food option. Not because they're bad, but they don't have a lot of flavor, which I think is good in the beginning. But I'm like, I feel like I would rather make my own meatballs or my own other situation with meat than eat these. And I'm like, these are going to sit in the freezer and I'm not going to eat them. So these are going to go in the garbage, right now. I don't want to waste food, but I also don't want to force myself to eat something that I really don't have any interest in. I want to find other options. I want to figure out how to make my own options, make my own meatballs, make my own hamburgers out of turkey and all the things. So it is what it is at this point. The other thing I've been thinking about is in terms of fiber and my fiber sources. The two that seem to be the option that I seem to be gravitating to at this moment are these tiny 0 carb or 0 net carb tortillas. high fiber. 3 tortillas have, gosh, how much fiber is it? 19. I think the most I've had is 2 at one time. So, and then I have the Carb Master bread. This is the other option. This one has 5 grams of fiber. The problem is I can't have them both at the same time necessarily, like, because we don't have a lot of space here, and I can't eat through a whole loaf of bread and a thing of tortillas in a week. That'd be way too much fiber anyway. So I'm kind of trying to figure out if, like, one week I should get a loaf of bread and the next week get the tortillas. I still have a few tortillas left and I got bread. So trying to figure that part of it out, because I'm going to have fiber supplements. I do have Benefiber. I want to make sure I have the options available to me, but I would like to get more of my fiber from food. These are 2 options that I talked to my nutritionist about that she was very excited about. She's like, I'm so excited that you're trying those and that you're having those. Those are good. I'm like, okay. So, and they both sit with me well. They're both good. They're both really good options. It's just a matter of figuring out, like, what to eat with them and whatever. But I'm trying to, like, not buy both at the same time. I'm trying not to waste as much food as I possibly can. It's just, it feels like it's a balance, and it hasn't been that long. Like, tomorrow would be 11 weeks. I've only been eating solid food for, like, what, 5 weeks? 4 weeks, because I had the 1 week where I hardly eat anything. So I'm trying to give myself some grace. But I feel like these 2 things are going to be, like, staples that I always have, one or the other, just because they're really good options. So maybe one day I'll have a couple of slices of bread, and I'll do that for, like, 5 days with peanut butter and whatever else. And then the tortillas will be my other option. I plan on making taco meat, so I can have that on hand. I'm going to have that in the freezer. It's just, I'm trying to find balance with the food as far as grocery shopping and what we have in stock here. And then, like, I feel like a lot of days I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I don't have this. Then we have to go to the store, and then I'm there, and then I buy something else. So I'm trying to find, I guess, my new food balance, but food balance when it comes to groceries. So it's a challenge, but I feel good though, because I feel like I've kind of figured out certain staples. I feel like the fiber staples, I'm figuring that out. And the rice and the peanut butter and, trying the chicken and getting those chicken cutlets. I think that's going to be a great option for me. Making sure I have taco meat on hand, so I'm ready for that. And yeah, I don't know. I'm ready for a new week. And I need to make some food right now. It's about that time. And yeah, so it's a process. And it's gonna be fine, and I'm gonna figure it out, and we're gonna get it situated, and I'm learning my new normal. And there's just always going to be a little bit, adjusting to do. And apparently groceries is another thing I have to figure out, because I'm figuring out what I eat and then what I need to have on hand. So yeah. Hi guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I appreciate it so much. I would love to hear from you. Please comment below, like, comment, share, do all the YouTube-y things. Supports the channel, and I really appreciate that. And I hope you have an awesome day. Bye.